All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here.
Julio Jones all alone. The 20, 10, for touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Newton. 23 yards, the final tally. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A good run at 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Good Saints. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Shift.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Kill. Kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Oh, you got deep? Sure. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. 26.
Prescott off play action. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Kamara. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Switch. Here we go. Go to 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Prescott. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. It's Newton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on third down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He's got it at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now it's Freeman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get it.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That one good for 33 and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott to throw it. Completes it to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They're going to look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Prescott. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Give them a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Prescott. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. 47. Here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Here we go. 46.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
Going to 53.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one a victory.